process even.
And
we're
again,
going to look
not
at
only
this
the
thing.
bullshit with CNN,
We know the
CBS,
event
Zionist
occurred,
Pro,
this kind of
Barry
thing.
Rice,
Like
the Ellison,
and then
Zionists. You're getting
maybe
Fox News. So anyway,
just to
this
get
is
an
fucking
idea of what
bullshit.
kind of
Giving everything they can. So you support us because we're supporting you.
account name,
To the markets.
The
This is the
fan.
lingo
city,
from
device name,
Turn
file
it on.
name,
CBS, CNBC, excuse me.
When you walk by.
The S&P 500, NASDAQ Composite, rose to a fresh all-time highs on Thursday, adding to their strong gains this week on optimism for a possible resolution to the Iran war. How many fucking times have you
I know
heard
that
this
the
shit?
attacker got in.
How many fucking times have you heard this shit?
I know that device name.
Go back again, we have all the quotes spewing out of Trump shit. Hey, it was over, it was over, it was over, it was over. I'll give you 48 hours. Right? I'll give you 48 hours. I'll give you another week. I'll give you another 10 days. I'll give you another 2 weeks. The fucking thing is great. And again, by the
That the
facts.
person logged in with
You got
this
3 companies.
username, so they're probably using
BlackRock,
this username as well. So I might want to like
State Street,
filter down
own
for
what? There's 25% of the S&P 500. When you put the companies they own into it, and the money they get from it, that 88%.
where account
Without.
name
Again,
is
1% owns 53.4% of the
and
market.
this filters it down a bit more.
You put the 10% to the 1%, they got 93%, which means that as plantation workers in slave India, and 90% got a lousy 7%.
Maybe I only want to
Fucking
keep
thing
time
is
generated.
great. Total fucking bullshit. But-
Name, device
Way it is.
name, file name.
So let's see, the S&P went up 0.36%, NASDAQ
Process.
0.36%.
One of the
Dow
things
was up
about
by
like doing
50
YouTube
points.
referencing and like log analysis and
Here's the
stuff
thing,
is
here's-
learning
here's the
what
language.
data is available
Stocks
like
received
inside of the
a
different
bump high
tables.
Thursday.
Like right now, we're
After
looking
President
at
Donald
the
Trump
table. This is like the
He
table.
spoke with Lebanese President Joseph Aoun and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin. He spoke with him? What, fucking Trump shit back and forth? Swallow his shit. Be a good little boy, girl.
But remember, you can always like go to your device
He added that Israel and Lebanon have agreed to a 10-day ceasefire. They'll begin
and look at this table,
again now.
and you can see all the different columns.
All right.
of what they-
Israel holding its attacks on Lebanon has been a key condition. The U.S.-Iran negotiations started. The Speaker of Iran's parliament said, you got it. And Israel is not going to stop attacking Iran, in Lebanon, excuse me. Maybe they'll do it for a couple of days.
We run it
Keep
through
stealing
again,
land,
90
killing
minutes, but we
people.
can get like a better sense of what this person thinks on those.
The U.S. and Iran,
Look at these.
next round of in-person talks, may occur
Almost like
probably, maybe next weekend,
alphabetical,
Trump
just
said.
we go
know what that
to
is.
question identify the internet
Trump should alert. Trump should alert.
network neighbors.
That he said earlier this week, the Iran war is very close to over. How many
And
fucking
if you're
times
like a
we heard
bragging
this shit?
person, you
So anyway, break through it. It's not over. $3 about $98 a barrel. Go back to the beginning of the year. It's up about $40 a barrel, right?
How to use LLMs.
Bitcoin trading at 75K range, up 10K from its low recently. We're still bullish on it. Gold's flat, but still high, 4,789 bucks. Silver's down 56 cents, still high, $78 and
Exports.
50 cents. India pushes clean energy. Yep. What did we tell you? But it's still costing them. They've got big gaps that they're going into. On treading more opportunities.
I can just
This
drag this whole
war
here
is
into
going to
this
push
export
clean
query
energy
data.
movement. So rather than investing in all these AI companies, how about investing in these clean energy companies?
So
This is the future.
identify.
We're writing about it in the trench journals. We have the companies, the ones that you might want to look at, we don't tell you what to do. It's the future.
We don't.
Eurozone facing economic headwinds. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Well, that's from the Wall Street
AI
Journal
so
today.
good for cybersecurity.
The energy price shock,
Because even if you don't
Iran war
know something, it will it can help
landing between European central banks baseline and adverse scenarios. You got it. The market's going up a total.
And it explains that, and it's my hope
You got it.
to actually go through this entire stuff and then
This is an article
you'll learn
from
a lot
today's
about ancillary and other information
New
in
York
like
Times. Debt alarm
this RFA
as
guideline displays the
countries
average
respond
resolution
to
for
energy
cash,
crisis.
which shows the IP MAC average
You got
mapping
it.
to host.
Debt
This is
alarm.
much recently communicated with.
We're all going deeper in
Basically,
debt.
this command is used by
They
the
ain't got to go to
to look
NATO.
for other
Hey,
IP
come up with a digital coin,
You
alright,
kind of read the
alright?
rest of this if you want.
You're gonna
We can
come
go
up
back
with
to
some.
our warehouse. Oh, we can go back to the log and you can see it.
You got it. Again, we remain very bullish on gold and silver.
Also copy it again. Now, here.
This is an article from
You'll notice that
today's Financial Times. By the way, I find that a very good newspaper.
it's the correct answer.
World
next
counts
slide.
the cost of damage
Because
to the
Canadian
Middle East,
attackers
oil
established
and gas
locations organized
The
tools
6-week-long
with data, identifying
war
these directories
struck the
reveals
world's most
scope,
energy-rich
compromise, and
regions
helps locate additional
with oil
forces
and gas
to
facilities targeted
So the question
by
is,
both
identify the
sides
primary
and
staging
soaring
directories
prices of fuel, triggering
Identify the
a new
primary
global
staging directory
energy
where
shock.
it's
What are you talking
So
about?
a
Hey,
new
the markets are going up. Stop this
is
shit.
talking about a direct.
This
we
is
need to
serious.
Probably look and specify.
This is serious. On a 6-week-long, hey, who wants to end in 4 or 5 weeks? What are you talking about?
We
And
know.
maybe it's gonna end before that, right? Hey, remember I was bullshitting down in Kentucky? I said we won. That was only about a month ago, right? Gets away with this crap.
Contains information about power
Iran
creation,
war
monitoring,
damaged as much
and other
as
files.
$58 billion of energy
So
infrastructure.
we know we're going to look in here and let's just like
according to
take 10
Rice.
to see like what this looks like.
Again,
And
this
remember,
is
we're looking
serious
for the
stuff.
primary staging
Prices are not going to come down.
So we see
Drag
in the file
inflation,
as table, we have
rising
10 the actual
inflation,
type,
declining economic growth.
device name, we have the file name.
There's an article on CNBC yesterday. Regulators are reporting zeroing in on suspicious trades ahead of market-moving Trump posts.
So
You
maybe
got
we're
it.
gonna say-
A whole fucking ring
We're gonna look
game.
in
Whole
this same
fucking
date
ring
range.
game.
And
Again,
this
it's
is
one
device.
big puppy who ain't in it. Nobody will get anything. You ready for this? You know that little scumbag shit, it's lying piece of shit that said, hey, we got naval vessels bringing tactics through the Strait of Hormuz. I'm Chris Wright. I'm a piece of shit. Hey, Chris Long, huh? A lying scumbag.
The date
Hey,
reads
shut up,
the
Salenti.
device question.
Oil company founded by
Initiating
Energy
process.
Secretary,
This is the
you ready?
compromise. So
paid no
those are the laws.
U.S. taxes
See, there's a
last
total
year.
of 69.
This is
So
political.
this is like a new command.
The company founded by
I might want to see
formerly
like
run Energy
what
Secretary Chris Wright.
this
Who
is.
the fuck? Energy Secretary. I'm the Energy Secretary. I'm a member of the gang. I'm full of shit. It ain't Chris Wright. I'm Chris Wrong. Only by his words. Only by the shit that spewed out of his mouth. Hey, bring up the markets and bring oil prices down. Well, you forgot about that. You forgot about that. It's in your Trends Journal. But don't subscribe to the Trends Journal. No. Buy the government shit. Go to Fox. And again, hit that like.
So I think it's like this.
That like
Just like
button
caught my
there.
eye.
The video. Get us out there because they shut me down. They don't like my language. They don't like that I won't bow down and suck up the scumbags. You ready?
Because we know for sure this is the type
The company
right?
founded-
We know this is the device. We know this is
Paid no federal corporate income tax last year, according to regulated filings, and actually got more than $10 million back from the IRS. The IRS, the international robbing shit system. Liberty Energy, the oil field services company, blah, 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 right? Liberty recorded net income before taxes. You ready? $193 million last year. But received more than $10 million back in tax benefits. Hey, you give me tax benefits. I want every fucking penny from you. Get back to work at Walmart. Get back to work at Costco. Get back to work at Lowe's. I want every fucking penny from you. Hey, that's right. Hey, I'm the energy secretary, all right?
Fairly sure this is it.
It's disgusting. Yep.
You can see here this,
Yep.
you just pulled the
Liberty's
data,
total tax bill
or rather, pulled the data.
2025 was $47.3 million, but that amount included taxes paid to foreign and state governments. When narrowing down the U.S. federal corporate income tax, the company wound up receiving, again, $10.3 million.
Whatever you're using.
Disgusting.
It will give you like a lot of
Yep.
Yep. And you can just get enough like
Tax refund season
short time.
got a bit less beautiful.
Just FYI.
That's
The
right.
next one, the hackers.
Plantation workers in slave land and you get shit.
Exclusions defenders, and scanning of malicious files. Hunting these exclusions will
Yep.
reveal the scope of
We
the
pay more, they pay less.
strategy.
And again,
How
in
many
your
files
trend journal,
were exclusions?
for a couple of years, we've been showing how everything's going down big. And one of the things each week we've been having for years about luxury sales are going down. Very important, because the middle class is shrinking. Style is going down.
Exclusion tags.
And-
For the registry value.
Again, by the data, the
Basically,
1% in America are responsible for 50% of the spend.
So when you make an exclusion in the
Right.
antivirus, that just
And these
means
are
that
articles
it's
from the
telling
last
the
few
antivirus,
days.
okay, like these files.
Iran
okay, like
wars
file
stings
things,
luxury
not the,
brands.
Don't look at those. So it looks like the hacker
Ahmed's shares dropped by as much as 14%.
from that antivirus, so they could like
LVMH suffers as conflict in Middle East delays hope for luxury recovery. There's no luxury recovery, it's going down. And again, it's not a conflict, it's a fucking war.
we can say like, hey,
Yep.
just to like look to see what's happening. And by the way, if
Luxury
you didn't
stocks
look at those
are
registries,
suddenly on
it looks like this. And there's just like
flash
a
sale.
literal
Today's
ton of
Wall
different
Street
configuration
Journal,
settings that
we've
you can
been
use
warning
out there.
about this,
It's basically
writing
like,
about it.
you know, there's not
Again,
a
we
UI
don't tell you
for
what
every
to
single
do.
setting in the Windows.
We give you
If
the
there was a
entrepreneurial
UI for it, Windows
opportunity.
would be
We give you the
absolutely
facts,
loaded.
you make it
Huge, more
Yep.
ginormous than it already is. So they put a bunch of
And
settings
again,
inside the
the big
registry.
keep
They
getting
can
bigger.
change
Leonard
just
Reed
like
bought
simple
his close
numbers
to
and
$3 billion.
text. So that's basically
Yep.
where we're at. So
Mattress
when you
maker
put stuff inside
buys
here,
two
you get
suppliers
you
and
get
only $2.5 billion.
So
Round
there,
Foreman,
that's what we're looking
big
for.
photos
Just
for
by
2
saying
billion.
registry key,
Amazon to buy satellite homes off 11.5,
registry value.
75.57 billion. Yep. And then there's an audit yesterday, they were clowning with advanced little government.
This device.
Watch the video I did yesterday.
Paste this here.
The judge, Slenty the judge, and he talks about the guy that was at that meeting with Vance and Scorpio was there, with the Iranians, saying how Vance was a little nothing of a clown.
Registry value.
Pope Leo should avoid U.S. affairs, Vance says. Who the fuck are you A little nothing. Stick to matters of, you know, what's going on in the Catholic Church, this man said on Fox.
Registry value.
He added, when they are in conflict, they are in conflict. I don't worry so much about it too much. And let's the President of the United States stick to dictating American public policy.
I don't
Dictating
know.
American
I
public
think the answer is
Dictates.
asking like how many.
Now today, Pope Leo says world is being ravaged by a handful of tyrants amid feud with Trump White House, that's language is
Here, so I'm just gonna say 3, I'm not really sure. Oh, it's correct.
They
Oh, it's not
usually
correct?
force a statement from the U.S.
3 is correct.
Conference of Catholic
So there
Bishops.
was like the
Meanwhile,
registry
came
value. You
after
see, like,
J.D. Vance, Trump's
these
vice
3
president,
things in here. I'm not really like.
assailed Leo for speaking out against the war, in effect telling the Pope to stay out of politics, quote, and stick to matters of morality.
Hey, Godson, a little scumbag thing. It is morality not to slaughter people. Got it? Hey, you like that genocide, don't you?
So this
You like the murder of those Palestinians, huh? That's morality. Good for the Pope.
Search device registry events, folder copy exclusions, defender.
On Tuesday, Vance posted Leo's call for peace
Okay.
by challenging his benchmark for a, quote, morality justifiable war. When the Pope says that God is never on the side of people who wield the sword, here are more than 1,000-year tradition of just war theory. Like, shove this shit up your ass. Good for the Pope.
This registry.
Woe to those who manipulate religion and the very name of God for their own military, economic, and political gain,
I'm not
dragging
saying
that which
anything
is
here
sacred into darkness
that
and
was like
filth.
initiated by
Bravo,
Southwest,
Leo.
so maybe I'll like
Leo.
remove this. And then
And
maybe it's like something that was
it's like saying,
initiated by
when
like
Trump
a
said,
bigger system or something.
Iran
So
war
we have
very
like
close to over, Trump says,
446
and
logs
the
in
stock
red.
market's going to boom.
The hint said
Happy
look
Yankees
at
are
folks
here
on
again.
registries
Da, da,
value,
da,
and
da,
it's supposed to be
da,
like
da, da, da.
this.
Yeah.
So I'll just try to
As
say
inflation
this.
spikes and consumer confidence is at all-time lows. We've beaten them militarily, totally, Fox said. They told Fox Business. Yep.
Look at this. It's supposed to be a path. So, oh,
Total,
this looks
total.
really promising. Give it this.
Trump shit, Trump shit. Yep. One bullshit after another. The president aims to force quick Iran deal. This is in today's Wall Street Journal. Over a small and private dinner of spinach soup, scallops, and live fish Monday night, President Trump told the Dutch king and queen, this is king and queen fucking shit.
I just want to see that these
King
children.
and queen, fuck off with this crap.
I think when you have slashes, you need to
Up your
use
ass.
double slash to cancel them out.
Dutch. Oh yeah, there's slaughtered people all over the fucking world. I forgot Dutch Indonesia. That he wants to bring the Iran war to its swift end.
I just want to see
The dinner.
key records.
Blah, 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 blah. Trump ratcheted up
So it
economic
looks like this
pressure on
process
Iran,
was initiated by something
even as he
that
declared the
I
war is,
think
quote,
it's even
very close to
this
over.
probably was. This had chemical, which I'll copy this.
Yep.
Working hard, minding my own business, you know, and the guy on the horse will come in there. You better work hard, boy.
Trump.
That was a good thing.
Water ends
I was like throwing for that
practically
for
nothing
so
left to
long because I
target.
was including,
What's today?
I was including this.
April 16th? That was March
Actually, like,
11th.
it was just
Trump shit, Trump shit, Trump shit.
That's why I wasn't seeing it.
Trump shit, day after day.
Defense evasion, religion,
And that,
system
talking
utilities are
about
weaponized to
What the
download
Pope
malware
was saying
once
about
they
clowns that use their religious bullshit, they're full of shit. U.S. military locked and loaded to strike Iran's power plants, energy industry, if ordered. The U.S. naval blockade of Iran is just an example of, quote, polite behavior during the ongoing ceasefire. And U.S. forces are ready to strike Iran's power plants. Pentagon chief Pete Hegseth
Probably just go back here.
said on Thursday, quote,
And then if I do
we're reloading
Windows,
more power than ever before.
means it's like something that
Better
exists
intelligence. What intelligence? You got the mind of
You
a
might have
fucking
heard
moron.
Walden's before. I think you haven't.
We're locked and
I guess
loaded.
we've heard now.
I mean, look at this. That's perfect Fox shit.
It's just a file that exists on Windows.
And this
So
is
identify the files existing in
from the
Windows
Wall
already.
Street
It's never
Journal.
used.
And why subscribe to it?
It's probably in here. We have this created by the process
Look at that
in
head.
this time frame. And then
Alarms, radical,
By Jesus Auto or
radical new leaders. Well, I just talked about Trump. How about Hicks?
system.
They're not radical.
Just like look through here.
They're not radical.
I'll look under file.
Trump claimed Jesus Christ was not radical. Taking us to war on lives, not radical. But this they radical? Radical. What are you called? The American and Israelis radical scumbags. Oh, Israeli army reduced evacuation warning to residents of southern Lebanon.
Context identify the rendition native pioneer attacker.
Ahead of
and
attack.
use download files.
Oh, that was yesterday.
Maybe like that.
Oh, there's a peace deal? Quote, we call on you to evacuate your homes immediately and move north.
When there was a group of white people.
The military spokesman posted on social media yesterday, it's quote,
They were very
Israel's killed
very liberal.
at least 2,124 Lebanese,
Very.
nearly 7,000 deadly offensive across Lebanon since March 7th.
PowerShell was used
And
to
injured.
download
To show
stuff,
how
but
much they were thinking, there was a
this
moment where
Yep,
some of the black
ceasefire, huh?
people were walking around.
Okay.
So you keep
they'll
violating.
be
Black people
initiating
walking around the
process.
city, there's white people there, because everyone can go, right? And so
Look like this
Yep.
command.
the black people who were
Trump
there-
says we feel good about the prospects of a
This
deal.
command launched this file and then this
Trump
assembly launched
Israel's
this
gonna keep this war going.
This certain
Not
utility
gonna stop.
was used to download.
So support us, we're supporting you. And go to
So
trenchjournal.com,
this is the
subscribe to it, get the products that we're selling, we're doing everything we can for you.
Okay.
We need your help to do more for us.
So persistence, scheduled tasks provide reliable persistence across system reviews. The task name often attempts to blend with legitimate Windows maintenance routines. So the question, identify the name of the scheduled task created for persistence. I think we were literally just looking at that a second ago.
already been taken. There was a picture
Oh my God, I
of
forgot
a
what
white
that-
man on a plantation,
We
standing
just
there,
update check. I
smiling,
think this is
standing in
it.
the field.
This scheduled
Smiling
task.
in the field. This woman is standing looking at the picture.
Scheduled task.exe. You can like create scheduled tasks with this, and you can like hackers will use this to create a scheduled task that will like create a new user account sometime in the future, so they can like log into the computer again if their original
I would
account
never
is disabled.
smile.
The original account that they used to compromise it. So I'm pretty sure this is the answer. Identify the name of the scheduled task. Oh, the name of the task. So this is not.
Has the
But we
exact
gotta find it.
conclusion you did not predict. Like this was.
I believe
I
this
thought
is.
she was like, I was there, I would have fought, I would have freed, I would have. No. She's like, I would have had saved, but I wouldn't have enjoyed it.
So persistence. The scheduled task action defines what executes at what time. This reveals the exact persistence mechanism for modification. In this format, identify the executable path configured scheduled task. So this should be pretty easy. We can see like this is the task that was scheduled, and then this is an executable that was this
Texted one of my
is
best
a task,
friends,
I guess.
David Meyer. He's actually the first American I ever
This is the format.
Came to South
So
Africa
once
by
I show
chance
this
20 years
to it,
ago. Was on like a school
probably
project.
pretty
We
certain.
met by chance, became friends by chance, and then he convinced me to come to America and do
And
comedy,
it is
which I'd never
I
done.
didn't
The rest is
tell.
history. So we've been friends
So flag 10
since
command
that
and
day.
control.
Right? And
Command and
yes,
control
beautiful story.
infrastructure allows attackers to remotely control complex systems. Identifying C2, this means command and control servers enables network blocking and infrastructure tracking. So identifying the C2 servers enables network blocking and infrastructure tracking. Identify the IP address of the command and control server. So usually, questions can be true, but perhaps if there's some kind of malware installed on the local machine, it will reach out to some command and control server across the internet by their IP address or like so I'm not. I can guess actually. So probably we can this is how we can do it, right? So we know that this SVC host is actually like a malicious file. So we can probably look in device process events for something that has like this path that's like actually it's like running like a process, like a little spawn with this path in it. So we copy this, and maybe.
Yo, what's up? He's like, dude, what are you even talking about? What is happening? What do you mean slavery? I was like, I just want to know from you, Dave. If slavery comes back, do you promise to have me as one of your slaves and treat me really well? He's like, dude, no. What do you mean? Slavery is not coming back. Slavery is not coming back. I was like, that's what they said about Ghostbusters. Just answer the question. Will you or will you not have me as one of these? Like, no, dude, no. I would never have you as one of my slaves. I would never own slaves, like enslaved people, actually.
No.
I would never have enslaved people. I don't think that's right. I was like, yo, say your sanctimonious bullshit right now, Dave. I just want to know if you would have me as one of your slaves around and treat me well. He's like, no, I would never do that. I was like, oh, okay. I see. So you're just going to let me be somebody else's slave. That's what you're saying. Slavery comes back, and now they catch me, and now they're busy whipping me. Now I'm Django out in these streets, huh? I'm getting whipped because my best friend wouldn't use his white privilege to help me by making me one of his slaves so that we could hang out, huh? I'm in a field. I would be with you in the house playing PlayStation, Dave, huh? Yeah, we could be back in Call of Duty, in Verdansk, like the good old days. But no, you want to be so woke that I get whipped by another white person who wants to keep slaves. He's like, no, dude. I was like, you want me to be a slave? He's like, no, dude. I was like, you want me to be whipped? He's like, no, dude.
So some of these are probably legit. See the top. This is a legit project because it's in the C windows. We can see this already. This is not legit. If you put this in Plot, it's gonna say like that's not where SBC host is supposed to live. And let's see what else was the question. File format. Oh, so we gotta see like where this thing was reaching out to. So if my initial thought is we can see like the process command line, and it might have the IP address from the process command line. But if it doesn't, we can look in the device network events table and see if we can see it reaching out to an IP address there. So I'm just gonna expand this whole record. This is the malicious record. We can like
it's impressive on its own, but because it has now been 60 years,
process command line. We don't actually see the IP address.
the exhibit that looks at Dr. Martin Luther King's life.
Oh.
And you get to see his writings, his quotes, his journals, his letters.
Because this is also private IP address. So let me just like
interviews, you name it. Like you see his life in a detail that I think very few of us ever have.
okay.
And
So
I
that's
don't want
not
to
here,
speak for
but
everyone, but
I
I feel like
believe
we're
we can look inside of device
it's a really
network
sanitized.
events table. This is a new table for us, and we're going to look our device
It seems really simple and
specified time frame.
whenever you told the story, it's just like
Let's just say
a
like
man named
take 10,
MLK,
because I don't
didn't
remember
like
what
what was
this
happening,
table looks like.
and
I'm being
launched on the
honest.
bridge, had a dream, and he lived happily ever after. Happy MLK Day, 50% off your mattress.
I'm just gonna like look at one of the records and see, because I want to
But when you see
I want to find like either this in the device network events or like
Happy
this.
MLK Day, and then they say,
And then I'll see like if there's something in the device network events that has this file. Probably there's going to be a field for the IP address as well, which is probably the answer. So we can see this already indicating process folder path. This is like already like right here. This is not the right one, but this is the field where
that's how it
it's
feels.
and then there's likely like IP address, local IP, remote IP. Okay, so
But when
we're
you see
gonna look
his life laid out,
like
and the
this.
minutia of his days,
And what was that
things
field
that he and the people
initiating
around him
the
were
process
experiencing.
folder path. So we can say
He was arrested somewhere around like 29 times
cross
over
folder
the course of like
path
4 years.
equals this.
Trumped up charges. Sometimes he was left in a jail cell by
It's like
himself.
the backslash is the escape character, so we have to do two.
Sometimes he was
Probably,
beaten, sometimes they just
probably this is in
You
there
see
somewhere.
this man's life in detail. Chasing out towns. The federal government came up with J. Edgar Hoover himself, the head of the FBI, designated Martin Luther King as the most dangerous man in America. And then the FBI ran a concerted campaign to destroy him.
So let's
They
try
tried to break up his friendships and his working relationships. And the most sinister thing they did was they tapped his phones. And they found out that he was having an affair. And they phoned his wife, Coretta Scott,
Probably a
and they
bunch.
snitched on him. They thought
But let's see
that he destroyed his
and
marriage
then look
and destroyed
for
religions.
suspicious.
Yeah.
This is too many columns
FBI
as well.
tried
So we can get it.
To dish gossip on Martin Luther King. Totally changes how you see the organization. Right? FBI seems so serious. Now you get the real picture. That J. Edgar Hoover building in the morning. What are you working on, Kowalski? Drug enforcement, sir. What about you? Sir, criminal crimes, specifically financial. And you? Drama! You see everything that happens to MLK, everything. Some of it internal because he writes about it, some of it external because people observing. One of the sections that really lays out what it was like this 4-year stretch where Dr. King and other black people would try to go and get served in restaurants that were segregating black people and weren't allowing them to get food.
I know the previous folder path had like those program data.
And they would get denied service. They would kick out,
maybe
they
I
would
could
curse
try
out, spat on. Oftentimes they were beaten. Leave with concussions, bleeding. They'd go home, they'd wash up, they'd come back, they'd do it again. Go home, wash up, do it again. Go home, wash up, do it again. And now, when we talk about it, we go, well, they did the right thing because look how it turned out. Yes, but when you read his life, you go, it wasn't inevitable.
Oh, it's
There
here.
was no guarantee that it was going to work. There was no sign that it was working. And yet, they persevered.
Why did that fail? Oh, it's because
And when I was looking through his life, and when I was reading his works, and I was looking at it, I was like,
So this is our block file here. So if you remember,
was there ever a moment when he regretted what he had gone through, what he was doing? Like when he tasted white
for
people's
folder
food
path,
for the first time?
this was like the whole malicious folder path, which is, I believe the correct answer. It didn't return
Because you
any
realize
records,
until that point it was theoretical,
right?
right?
But that's because
Black people
I
did not
believe
be served in these establishments. They only wished to be served in these establishments. But they didn't have eaten there. Right? They would just sit down at the counter.
We ran this,
The owner would come up and be like, God damn it!
so
I
our
told you
answer is
I want your
going to be
kind of ready. Get out here, boy! Oh, my brother, I have a dream. I have a dream that one day, regardless of the color of our skin, all people will be alive and straight out. Brothers and sisters, black
check
and
this
white
out.
alike. And America will come good. And it's
So this is the
created
malicious
equal.
file.
I have a
This is
dream
our
that
local
one
IP
day-
address,
Oh,
and then
shut up.
this is the command and
You
control
won.
server.
They
Unlike
changed the
99%.
laws. Look at the TV.
The connection was made from this computer out to this command and
Thank you
control server
very
with this illegitimate file. So pretty certain. Okay, cool. So command and control C2 port.
Oh, shit.
Command and control communication supports can indicate the framework protocol being used. This information supports network detection rules and threats. Intelligence Question, identify the destination port used for command and control communications. This is probably pretty easy because we already have our clue here. This is the clue already. This is the connection. We just need to identify the port. And there's probably like so I'm gonna project that, and then we can just see it out there. Here is this. And by the way, as you're going through this, you might want to like, there'll be like a ton of stuff that you won't understand. So it's really good to like go to ChatGPT and ask about like, what do you mean for port? What is port 443? Like command and control? Like what is that? And you just learn a lot. So flag 12, credential access, credential dumping tools to extract authentication secrets from system memory. These tools are typically renamed to avoid signature-based hallucinations. Identify the file name of the credential dumping tool. So this would be like really, really good to like use an LLM or ChatGPT or something to help you like analyze it, because I don't know that. Like I'm not like a super good forecaster who knows about like movie capture and all this other stuff, right? So, but before that, it's important to kind of like identify like what table that's reading. So if some program was launched that harvests credentials from memory, it's probably going to show up in the device processing table. It's a process that's spawned into using, right? So we'll go to processing. Yeah, probably good. So this is our time frame.
conundrum of
600
life.
logs, that's not too much to put into LLM.
Just because
It could filter by Kenji Sato as well, but I'm not sure if Kenji or the system account launched the thing to harvest the credentials. But what we're looking for is probably in this list of 600 logs, possibly. So I can copy this,
one of the
go
conundrums
to Claude,
of life.
I can,
How much of the big do you focus on?
I'm not going
How much of the small?
I'm just going to run this, and then I will export this.
It was captured perfect for me in an exchange that I saw online. Someone posted, just graduated, really excited.
Because I don't know,
straight
right, that identify the
party
file
at my house, everyone's invited.
And then these are all the device content event logs,
And then
specifically for that
posted, and
time
someone
frame,
jumped in the comments
specifically
and was
for
like,
that
ready,
optimized computer.
throwing the party at a time
Probably
like
should have
this.
included the full
Read
log
the room,
instead of
look
projected,
around you.
but
It's now the
it's
time to be
okay. We'll
celebrating.
run this,
This
see
is
what
not the
happens.
time to throw parties
This is
when we're
something
at
that I
it.
legit like
And
would
I'll be
need to
honest with you,
use LLMs
I could
for.
actually see where both people were coming from.
This looks about right.
Emotionally, I
Just flash
on the one hand, someone was saying,
The credential dumping tool
throw a
is
set
mm.exe. This
at a
is
time when it
Mimikatz.
feels like the
This
world
attack
as we
chain
know
shows,
is
and it's going to explain some stuff
How
about
can
the
you
attack chain.
be joyous
So the
when
attacker
it looks
downloaded
like
this file,
every norm and
adobe
institution we have
pc.exe,
understood
a
that
big
makes
name
up the
from
fabric
this
of society
malicious server,
is falling
and saved it
apart.
as
Our public trust is
mm.exe.
falling apart. Our trust in each other is falling. How can you
mm.exe
throw a
was
party? The other
executed,
person was saying,
classic Mimikatz commands, and
I have lived and worked
So,
my entire life to get
we can
to
go
this
to
place.
like,
I have
we can go back
finally
to
achieved it against all odds.
what's it
Also
called,
for this
log
moment,
elements workspace, and we can just say like, where file equals .exe, and we can see probably what that executed. So there's one record, this is like the smoking gun for this particular flag. So if we expand it, we can see this stuff. Like these are the flags it's talking about. It's harvesting credentials from the memory, I suppose. Again, I'm not a super elite hacker. Of what percent on Hack the Box. But identify the file name of the credential dumping tool, which is mm.exe.
I got an answer for myself in one of the most random places.
100% sure. Obvious. Yep, we didn't turn red, so we are good to go. Credential access, memory, extraction, module. Credential dumping tools use specific modules to extract passwords from security subsystems. Documenting the exact technique used aids detection engineering. So, question, identify the module used to extract log-on passwords from. I don't know like what this means. I would have to use an LLM, but the hints here, I look for this module and syntax command line. We already have it. We already have it here anyway. It's something here.
In the trenches.
So let's see.
They have these moments
Flag
where
format module.
they host card games and they play around. They have
Probably
a satirical newspaper that they started. They make jokes about their commanding officers and what was happening in the war and each other. And one of the wildest things I read
I
was
think almost done.
there was a day
Attackers
when a
compressed
cow
stolen data
walked
for
into the battlefield.
official
It was a no man's
exfiltration.
land. It was
The
perfectly
archive
between
file
the
name
Allies
often
and
includes
the
dates
Axis, and it was
or
like
descriptive names for the attacker's organization. So we're going to look for compressed archive commands for examine files created before exfiltration activity.
And then they agreed,
Identify
they
the
said, okay, let's play a
compressed
game. We'll
archive
throw
file used for
coins in the
data
air,
exfiltration.
and we'll try to shoot them. Whoever hits the coin
So that will
gets
probably
to
be
keep the cow.
in,
And then
it might be in
English
device
soldiers
file
shot the coin.
or device
And then the
processes.
Germans were like, okay,
So I'll
you
just,
win the cow, but we'd like our coins back.
I'll just look in here first.
And then the English soldier went, got the coins,
There
were like,
any
oh, they're
zip
gonna kill me. And then
files
got the coins, and
active.
gave them to the Germans, and then ran back and got in the trenches. And then everyone was like, fun game! You think it's literally the story. There were stories of soldiers singing to each other
Events.
on evenings randomly. They would sing
where
across enemy
file
lines
name.
at the other soldiers,
Okay.
and the other soldiers would sing back. Can you
There's
imagine?
it. So this is our,
Feet are running
oh, I should
all the
probably
time.
use
Scared.
this device. This is where all the
All of a sudden,
ground
someone's like, say you.
do that. And I only have 7 records, which is good. So I'm gonna see like any file names that
They
came
found
from
their
zip.
joy in the trenches.
What kind of movies?
And it hit me
Oh,
because
probably this.
they remembered what they were fighting. They were
Files
fighting.
created.
They weren't fighting.
Exported. Loading.
If you forget what you're fighting for, then there's no point in
Identify the
fighting.
compressed archive file
You're
name
fighting
each
to
data.
enjoy it. You're fighting to explore yourself.
Probably
You're
this.
fighting to have adventures.
I don't
You're
know.
fighting to
It
love.
might
You're
not be.
fighting. Don't just fight.
It
You
is
fight.
not.
You're fighting to live.
So flag 15 exfiltration cloud services.
Doesn't mean that the
Cloud services with upload capabilities are frequently used for data sets. Identifying the service helps with incident scope determination and potential data recovery. Well, identify the cloud service used to exfiltrate this whole data. So analyze outbound HTTP or upload during the
session
filtration phase. Check device network events for connections. Common file sharing. Okay. So I'm assuming this shit happened like after this file was created, right? So we can look, we can take this, so we can look at the device, network events, our time frame, also where I'm sharing,
oh yeah, we've run out of time, I'll see you next. No!
grade
Next video, next video! I don't want to wait a week, I want Netflix therapy,
the
not
time that this was
HBO!
created. Let's copy this.
I have to wait 2 weeks.
I want to see the
session.
event
Wait,
that happened
It's like, yeah, skip
between
recap,
these
skip
time
recap, let's go,
frames,
let's go.
between these
And she
two,
was like, well, you
but
know, Travis,
after the
you
actual,
you and relationships.
but after
we're talking about
the actual
my inability to be in a
file was
long-term
created.
relationship.
This is a sloppy query, but hopefully
She said, I think it's because you are undateable.
on
And then
this
she broke it down for
computer.
me. She said, there are a few reasons.
And we'll just
You work
see
too
like
much. I know you love your work, but you work too
what
much. And that doesn't create
there might be like
balance
too
in
many
life.
records. It's like kind of a lot of records.
Also, you
But all four of
travel
these by
too much. And being in the same place is crucial for building a solid relationship. But I'll be
So,
honest with you, those things are really
this is the closest thing that happened like right after this file was created. So
as my therapist put it,
look,
I have an inability to
oh,
not say what is in my head.
okay, okay, this okay.
And she taught me that one of the
So
keys
this
to a long
man,
successful
Perl
relationship
is used to like
is knowing
upload or
when
download
to
files
think
like
and
over a
when
network,
to
right?
speak.
And then this is kind of a smoking gun, anyways, because we see this like important data
I
that's
don't have that problem. I'm a good communicator.
happening here. So what was the question?
Oftentimes,
Identify the cloud service
you just have a
or
thought and it comes out your
cloud
mouth.
service used to exfiltrate stored data. I think it's just in Discord. Because we can see it. It was up, it looks like the data was uploaded to a Discord server.
No, I've got notes. Hold on, I've got some notes. She pulled out the notes and she's like, let's go through some examples. And there was one example that really,
It looks like that's what's happening here. We can use
happened with an ex-girlfriend of mine. It was the fracture that led
I can just like copy
to
this.
the end of the relationship. It wasn't the moment that fracture caused the outcome.
Thoughts on this?
We were getting ready for bed. It was an innocuous night. Brushing our teeth, getting into the covers.
This is the data exfiltration command. The attacker is stealing parts of data. Well, so if the answer is probably Discord or something.
Stories you've never told, feelings you've never shared, nothing. You can feel you're falling right now.
Log 15, anti-forensic tampering, clearing event logs, destroys forensic evidence, and impedes investigation efforts. So deleting logs makes it so they can't get found. The order of log clearing indicates the hacker priorities and sophistication. So identify the first Windows event log cleared by the hacker.
One thing about me.
Look for, look for Windows event util commands. Okay. So this is probably going to be device process events. So if we go to
That there is a correct answer to this question.
device process events,
And yes, one correct answer.
save.
Regardless of how unique your relationship is, if you want to win this game show question,
probably
the answer you give,
Probably.
if she says to you,
And then
there's a
I'm
woman
gonna
in
say,
your life,
like,
and she says, if there's one
specify
thing you could change about me,
date.
what would you change? The correct answer
And then
is nothing.
specified computer. And I'm just going to see
Yes, I wish you all day with me that night.
So we have 29 records.
Yes.
Probably somewhere. So
Correct
one
answer
question.
is
identify the first rules and log created by the attacker. So I'm just going to order these by
because everything you are makes you perfect.
So this is the newest log.
If anything, can I be honest?
So
I would change myself.
probably
I would change myself so that I would be better able to receive the love that you so freely give.
I think this is the
That
concept.
is what I would change.
This is the first one, the second one. This log is here. So if we like, if we're not sure, we can always export the whole log and dump it
I said what was in my head.
log. Right, but I can
She looked at me, she
just
said,
put this in. It's probably gonna know like what I'm asking about.
one thing about me.
This is anti-forensics. The attackers covering their tracks by clearing the windows and logs. Like what the logs mean. So the question was, what was the first log to be cleared? So the first log to be cleared is the security log. Oh, here. Correct.
Only one.
The next lab hidden communicators can provide alternative access for future operations.
Okay.
These
I think I got it.
configure
Change only one thing about you.
So basically,
I
the attacker
will
will
change how you
create or
communicate.
hide an admin account that can be
During
used
sex.
in the future where it can get back to the machine to other random sites. So basically, we use to identify the back door account username created by the
I know I was wrong, so
So
please
basically, we
judge me.
probably
I know I was wrong, and I'm working on it.
some kind
I'll
of
explain
log
to you what was going through my head,
that
right?
is indicative
What
of
happened
the
that
attacker
night
creating an
is, first of all, I thought it was a real
This is
question.
probably
okay?
going to appear in the device process events table.
Secondly,
It'll probably
I
let
was trying to
command
express a
those
feeling
issues.
that I had. And that feeling was a
David
confusion that I
Ashton
was
Council.
often have, and
That's my
sometimes a
initial
frustration.
thinking. I don't
When my
actually
girlfriend and I
remember.
were
I did
getting
this
intimate,
like
right?
last
In intimate setting,
Anyway,
and
I'll
she would
probably
say,
let
and I'm not trying to be lewd or anything, right? She would be like, oh, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna come,
Probably
right? Which, by the way, is the greatest phrase you can ever say to a man, like ever. There is nothing a man wants to hear in his life than that sentence. You say that sentence, we have reached the
And then I'll
pinnacle
just, like,
of manhood. We have achieved. We have arrived. Yes, you say that and we're like,
there's only
man,
165
it's done. It's done. And it is so powerful on us, ladies, that we will reach a level of our masculinity that we knew.
600 in the records.
Yeah, you say that to us.
I wonder,
we will be stronger. We will overcome things that we
I'll
call our
just search
fatigue.
maybe
Those are
like
window.
the process
we
command
forget
line
about
or
that
the
crap.
word account. I don't know.
Any situation, like sometimes
yield
we
anything,
can't breathe.
but I'll
You know,
probably end up
sometimes
jumping all over
we can't
some
breathe.
log
Sometimes our
until I get
nose
to
is
like
blocked. And
identify any logs
and
that are
what we're doing
indicative
at that
of
time
creating that
is we're
conflict. So,
moving from
but
breath
first
to
I'll try to
breath,
do an
right? So we're doing our thing, we're doing our thing, and then when we run out of air, we like a whale
maybe do
preaching,
an account. I'm not really good.
we'll pop up, and then we'll dive back into the depths of your pleasure,
There's a lot of command
right?
lines.
And this is fine. It's a rhythm that every man has figured out for themselves, right? But ladies, understand, we are going from breath to breath, and when you say, I'm going to come, we then go, this is not the time to breathe. This is my calling. I have but one breath and I shall use it well. And so we hold it and we keep going, and try to get you there. Now the thing I didn't know at the time was when my ex would say the phrase, I'm going to come, what she actually meant was the action you're performing on me is my pleasure. I would like you to continue. Please continue exactly what you are doing right now at the same cadence and preferably same pressure. Don't get excited because I said that phrase.
I
Don't
could
switch things up. Just do exactly what you're doing now. You're on the right track.
Probably like,
Keep
probably
going.
pretty useful.
Before you were all over the place.
I'm still
This is
like
it.
for this in the past.
You do this, there's a good chance I am going to reach my climax. You
It's
keep
fair.
going, buddy. You got this. I believe
And
in
also,
you.
I'm not
You're
sure
getting
if
warmer.
this is the right figure for it. I think it
That's what
is.
she
It is.
meant.
So I will.
Right? But you gotta understand that's confusing. It's confusing, ladies. Right? Because you're saying this thing, I'm going to come. And I understand now, like fellas, when women say like, I'm going to come, in many ways they're saying it the same way a person at a bus stop would say, the bus is going to come. Right? They mean you are at the correct location for a bus to coincide with yourself. this is where the bust will come to.
Because a lot of the time,
But the when is the issue. The when is where we're not
when an
connecting.
account gets compromised and the account does like
We're
a
fighting the
it's
truth about this.
basically
See,
like
when we were saying it's theoretical, we were like, I'm going to come.
and
It just
everything they're
means
doing
that this is the right
is going to be on
direction.
online, either like over
Going
a
could
remote,
be 3 minutes.
like a reverse cell session
Come in
or something.
15 minutes.
So it's usually like
We had an extra
those
relationship.
issues to like go back to our accounts and
Nobody
all
knows.
this stuff.
But you don't understand, ladies, we're not breathing. We're not breathing. We're holding our breath. We're at our limits. You need breath to live. This is probably why men live on average 10 years younger than women. Because all the breaths we miss, waiting for this to happen, and it does not happen. There's nothing wrong with it not happening. It's just that we didn't know. We didn't know because we're not more natural to communicate. We're simple creatures, men. It is what it is. Like a dog. There's the ball. There's the ball. There's the ball. There's the ball. When men say, I'm going to come, it means that
These
the come
arguments,
is
these
going.
things, oh, this is the thing that they want to do, so create a user,
The moment
this
is
is the
imminently
and this
upon
is
you,
the
ladies. That is what I mean. When a man says, I'm going
it looks
to
like
come,
they added
this
this
is the time. There is no other.
local
There is no ad break you can take. There is no pause you can make. The come is happening in this moment. You cannot blink. You step in the road, the bus will hit you. That's
I
what
was
I'm saying.
guessing that the command line contained the word
Where's the bus?
but
There's the bus.
actually
There's the bus. When he says,
the
I'm
word
going
user.
to come, that is
But
it.
if we do this,
Sometimes
we
we
can see
already
it.
have. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's already happened. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Sometimes it's already happened, and we were trying to not make it happen, and then we like a little kid snitching on ourselves. We just mess up the tense.
It's like a hacker, so it's just
Mommy, I'm ready to
support.
break something in the kitchen. It's already broken. It's already broken. And so that's why the worst thing you can say
I
at
do
the
want to
moment, ladies, is, oh, not yet.
this,
No, yet has already
if you're doing
occurred.
like the composition in the program, you just want to finish fast. Like go ahead and just finish it fast. But for the sake of like getting like real so you can talk about the resume and something you can actually use with work, I would take a lot of time because there's a lot of each individual flag. So just take your time. Work looks like it's
And that's
correct.
why I'm still single.
Good to go. Line number 18, Office Function use scripting languages to automate the attack chain. Identify the initial attack script reveals the underlying automation mechanism. Then, identify the PowerShell script used to automate the attack. So, let's see. So we just have to identify the PowerShell script used to automate the attack chain. So, this, I'm assuming, this is either going to be in device file events or device process events. Device file events, if
And the referee in charge. Instructions, protect yourself at all times. Fight hard, fight clean. Good luck, fellas.
Jack Reese, the referee, you see the respect from both camps. Tonight's odds are provided by Weeze, who said, I got tired of the way I was living. I was tired of my own lack of discipline. I said he woke up the next day a new man, and we're underway. See if he can...
Ariola's doing the smart thing. He's staying far, he's taking time, and moving around.
His way up to using all those punches we saw in that record-setting fight that he had, just not yet.
Right hand missed from Ariola to march in. Good right hand by Ariola. Lands to the belly. Ruiz able to throw a combination. He said he's
Also
not
take one step back and make Chris miss.
Well, that's what's so surprising, Sean, right? With Anthony Joshua is that Joshua stepped to him and suddenly boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like a quick combination from Ruiz.
Ruiz has a lot of natural ability, and we'll see it tonight.
Missing no shots, Ariola able to get out of trouble early on.
Anthony Joshua was just trying to get that win.
Wow, hard, fast right hand from Ruiz. You see how quick he is. Able to move his head. Funny how our view has changed of Ruiz, hasn't it? Look at this combination. After that performance against Joshua around.
Yeah, here you see Andy throwing a great body shot. And here's a big right hand by Ruiz.
And that's needed.
And here goes the 1-2 by Ruiz.
That right. Good combination there by Ruiz. Wow, they got dropped.
When you get hit, because he hasn't been hit, hasn't been in the ring for almost a year, so I would step to him a little bit. I wouldn't be,
And trying to get it. Oh, Ruiz got caught with a hard shot. Now, Andy Ruiz is going to have to be a little more fluid. Ariola looks very strong in this round. Ruiz able to back out and get away, but Areola, he made a point there at the end of that round. That wasn't just a fluke freak knockdown. He earned that win in that round.
Oh, it was a situation where, you know, Ruiz had his left hand. Chris Areola came over with that right hand and hit him on top of the head.
That Chris has in his arsenal right now, he's able to counterpunch Andy. And we'll see that that's the first knockdown. Up the final 15 seconds behind those fast hands.
Oh, he's hurt again. A counter left hook from Areola. Trading and Areola's getting Ruiz is hurt again.
Andy's
they're letting it fly now. Ruiz is going to have to come up with a different recipe.
Absolutely.
He's just in there for Ruiz. Able to hit Areola.
Talked a lot about Chris Areola being offensive.
That's not what we expected. Besides that, now he drives Areola. You can see Ruiz on the deck, did you?
Listen, now I didn't know what I was going to see.
The best possible chance to win this fight. Uppercut there by Ruiz. Able to land with the right hand. Areola landed with his own right hand. Round 3. Areola says he was not hurt. We're going to listen into the corner. Let's go back, guys. That was some wild exchanges in that round.
Oh, Chris Areola coming out with a good left hook there. And then, both of them.
Halfway through here in round number 4. Let's go to Larry Hazard. Larry, how do you have it scored?
Right now, I got it even, guys. 28-28. You know, these guys are going back and forth. I think Joe Goosen is telling Areola to just take his time, keep his hands up, and bide his time to try to land that shot.
Tries the exchange, gets out of the way of the hook, comes back and firing with a right hand and a hook. Areola standing his ground as we end round 4.
Watch out when you go to the body because leave yourself open. Keep moving. That's what you need to do. See, this right here, this is how you combat the speed of Andy Ruiz. You punch with him.
And I told you it was going to be a lot closer. Chris Areola had that game face on, and he looked
with Andy and being able to catch Andy when he's coming in.
Good body work there by Ruiz.
Sometimes, but I think this.
Oh!
Big hook there.
Good defense.
Up and shot. Yeah, the crowd here in Carson, California, chanting for Andy Ruiz. And Chris Areola is not dead yet. 3-punch combination by Ruiz. Caught him with that hook. Areola back. Slide.
Couple beats when he needs to. Now what Andy needs to do is understand that this guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's hurt him a couple times.
Wow, fast hands by Ruiz. Able to answer and pop.
He's got to throw one combination, then another combination, another combination.
That's a good 3-punch combination right there, Lennox, and then comes back. But
much better round and much better rhythm from him in this round. But I think it's a matter of him being second.
Not change, but allowing Areola to press, throw first, and answer.
Come on, man, we see it right now. And he's stepping around.
Good body shot there, space, and punish him back. Good hard jab there, as we now start to see a little bit of blood on the bridge of the nose of Chris Areola.
I think that's...
Areola able to reach him with that right hand. Ruiz in a bit of danger. You see, I would say, like Areola's done more damage. Another good 3-punch combination.
Yeah.
From Andy. Again, a judge is scoring it round by round, handing it in, and that's it. And right now, Ruiz and lands with regularity. Areola fires back a hook. We are going to go between rounds. Back to the corner.
Working much better now. Much better.
I don't know if he's winning all of these rounds. He's winning some of them, but he definitely has that knockdown in a 10-8 round. Well, 5, I'm sorry. Yeah, 5. Not 3. Definitely not 3. Good hook there by Ruiz.
Andy gave up some ground on us last round, and when he gives you that ground, we got to take it and see what happens. We got to give him.
Your strategy, is it different?
No, it's kind of what I knew. We boxed at the beginning and closed the gap at the second half of the fight. We're in the 8th round.
Regulation of Bruce landing, and Ruiz is starting to get the better of it. And now, what happened there? It's kind of pawing. I wonder if it's hurt. It doesn't look very sharp right now, Sean. And I got to know, when a guy puts it out there when we go to the corner, I'm sure Joe is going to ask about it. Final 10 seconds here.
But what I see is that Andy Ruiz is now starting to control the range of distance, and he's able to get off.
And this is where the conditioning really starts to pay off. Both men in top shape. So we're going to go to the corner and let's see if anything is said about the shoulder. What happened here exactly? You heard Joe mention it. So he got hit there.
He hit me in my wing. That's what he said.
Oh, it's like a dead leg with dead arm, but it's a dead wing.
But what else?
Figured that out. And I was
BK, I'm just a little secret.
Yeah.
That's legal.
Luis is taking control of the fight, and I think that he's in.
All right, those exchanges in round 2 and 3. Now that Ruiz is a little more
patient. Now I think that Chris might be a little too patient. Whereas before, earlier,
keep his engine running.
Listen, this is championship rounds. He's got to suck it up.
They got the ace 40. Another exchange there by Ruiz. Ruiz can serve him well here in these last couple of rounds.
I got a feeling Andy's trying to put Chris to sleep with the jab to the body, and he's going to bring an overhand right over the top.
Even Deontay Wilder wasn't able to do that to him. He got stopped, but he wasn't dropped. So he is a...
Ariola has to do. He has to put the pressure on a little bit. Yeah.
Hard body shot there by Ariola. And the exchange there, combination from Ruiz. Ruiz is very good with the jab right hand hook. Money shot, a good hard right hand to the body.
Very good body. Big right hand right there to the body. Keep making those deposits. And then the hook, that's just speed. We don't say it's in slow motion right there, but all that is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, that's his go-to.
He's a very mentally strong fighter. You know, I watched him fully injured, but it's not quite the same.
And what Ruiz is doing, he's basically...
And landed another hard shot again.
That was another good right hand by Ruiz to the body.
It's down to the crunch, it's down to the last round, and you need every round. It's
the body. Ariola has kept up his pace though.
He's coming forward now, he has to come forward. But he's got to come forward jabbing like Joe said, double jabbing.
Well, I wonder what they do then, Lennox. We're going to have to do a little bit more.
There's got to be something you can do to get through to your fighter, and then that's when the relationship ain't out. And with the jab when he comes in. The combination to the shoulder.
Let's go back to that last round. Lennox, Andy Ruiz, able to get off these combinations. And here's where you were talking about the shoulder once again.
Yeah. And here's a good perfected.
Listen, Lennox, I looked over at you. I said, yo, 1, 2, 3 is his favorite combination. And you looked at me and gave me 2.
Oh!
And he shakes the arm again. Ariola's hurt. Says, I'm all right.
He's settled in, found a rhythm, and he's working it.
Oh.
Right hand. Clean up the floor later.
Chris said, yo, get it together. We try to work it here.
Fix that fight. I tell you, even when Ruiz got knocked down, you could tell he just touched his knee. He didn't want to go down. I agree, Lennox. He pushed out the nut. Right hand by Ruiz. Ariola just does not have the snap on that jab anymore. Ruiz.
Oh.
Another exchange. Ruiz couldn't unload that right hand to finish it.
Let me just tell you something. I thought you beat the crap out of him with that jab that round. I mean, you got him huffing and puffing. I used that jab to try to find something.
Yeah, that shoulder is hurt. You see the combination.
I can't communion anymore.
It's there to fight. Andy Ruiz comes out firing in the final round in favor of Andy Ruiz, but again, he has a knockdown, and he's hurt Ruiz several times.
Aggressive and smart. We heard that from Chris Ariola's corner, but we're seeing it from Andy Ruiz.
Let's see if Ariola can get that short right hand in there. Power. He can just use his body to
throw. Such natural snap and weight.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely, Lennox.
And also the right hand, left hook.
Lands a hook. Andy Ruiz had to walk through some fire in his question, and it's had twists and turns. There's been change, switch strategy. Andy Ruiz learned that I just cannot walk through it. Here we go.
Oh.
Big hook from Ruiz in the right hand.
The punches when he throws them. There's power behind that.
Thumping shot. Final 10 seconds.
Great fight.
Chris Ariola.
Scores about 117 to 110. Judges Patrick Russell and Dr. Lou Moret both scored about 118 to 109. All three in favor of the winner of the WBA Heavyweight World Title Eliminator,
Andy, the Destroyer Ruiz. Well, I'll tell you what, that's a wide margin. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's much more rugged than a 118, 109.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, they're both.
That was a great match, nigga. turn into survival, choking on your but it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling. Open up my ears.
finish it. And we've
Let me just tell you something. I thought you beat the crap out of him with that jab that round. I mean, you got him huffing and puffing. You use that jab and try to find something.
Yeah, that shoulder is hurt. You see the combination.
I can't continue anymore.
He's there to fight. Andy Ruiz comes out firing in the final round in favor of Andy Ruiz, but again, he has a knockdown, and he's hurt Ruiz several times.
Aggressive and smart. We heard that from Chris Ariola's corner, but we're seeing it from Andy Ruiz.
Let's see if Ariola can get that short right hand in there. After throwing power, he can just use his body to
It has such natural snap and weight.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely, Lennox.
And also the right hand, left hook.
Lands a hook. Andy Ruiz had to walk through some fire in his question, and it's had twists and turns. There's been change, switch in strategy. Andy Ruiz learned that I just cannot walk through. Here we go.
Oh.
Big hook from Ruiz in the right hand.
He punches when he throws them. There's power behind that.
Thumping shot. Final 10 seconds.
Great fight.
Chris Ariola.
Young scores about 117 to 110. Judges Patrick Russell and Dr. Lou Moret both scored about 118 to 109. All three in favor of the winner of the WBA Heavyweight World Title Eliminator, Andy the Destroyer Ruiz.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a wide margin, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's much more rugged than a 118, 109.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, they're both.
found one of the Hebrew babies. He is so precious. I want to keep him.
Anything for my daughter.
Let my people go! Let it be known, throughout all Egypt, the sons of the Israelites must die. Pride will not rise above my throne. Their future will not outgrow my power. This is my decree, and it shall be done. Where is the boy? Where is the boy?
I don't have a son.
Where is your wife?
I don't know.
Tried to drown his beginning, but the river live. I follow, quiet as Spec, watching kingdoms unknowingly cradle their Pharaoh's daughter reached into the water. She did not pull out a child. She pulled out I found one of the Hebrew babies. He is so precious. I want to keep him.
Anything for my daughter.
Let my people go! Let it be known, throughout all Egypt, the sons of the Israelites must die.
Israel, this is Jerusalem.
Men of Israel, blow trumpets! Trumpets down!
Lord Father, we come before you today, Lord, bringing the second day of the days of unleavened bread. Lord, we pray that you protect the brothers that's traveling all over the world, teaching thy word, healing thy people, waking thy people up. Watch over the bishops and deacons and officers that's traveling. Lord, have mercy upon us, Lord, and purge from us that leaven, that old leaven that we got inside of the spirit. Take away from us the leaven of malice, the leaven of hatred, the leaven of bitterness, the leaven of emulation, the leaven of adultery, the leaven of fornication, Lord. Take away all these leaven from our flesh, Lord, that we may be holy lump before thy eyes, Lord. Lord, have mercy upon us, have mercy upon your people, Lord. Heal the sick amongst us, Lord. Bless the food and the drink. Everybody say hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen.
Men of Israel, sons of God, patient saints, sons of God, and salute. Salute down, face sisters.
To the honorable daughters of Sarah, we say shalom.
We in this building.
Yo.
Let's go.
What's going on? What's going on, Israel? What's going on, Israel? What's going on? Yo, we are about to bring in the Sabbath, but we also are about to bring in the second day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All praises to the Lord. I tell you all, we're going to try to keep the schools open for the whole 7 days. Those of you all that keep the schools open, we'll keep the schools open and come together, you know.
Come on!
I know last night was a little crazy. I ain't got home till 7 in the morning. You know, I ain't got home till 7 in the morning. But that's how we roll anyways, you know what I mean? The Passover, we usually be, I don't want to say too much. But, you know, hey, we having a good time. Much less when you say, you know, but you don't get home like 7. It's gonna be hard, but yo, we gonna do what we gotta do, man. You understand? It's a feast days of the Lord. We literally gotta make it joyous and come together. So,
That's right.
you know, so we're gonna touch on a topic. I ain't gonna be too long on it, but I want to go to the body. You know, so I'm gonna touch on a topic. The root of bitterness. Leaven, the root of bitterness. This is what I'm gonna touch on. Leaven, the root of bitterness. I'm going to touch on that at 11. It's going to be a part 1 and a part 2. That's what I could say.
Let's go!
You know? But I'm going to touch on that this afternoon with you all because the feast of unleavened bread. Okay, and we got to do them leaven and the sin that's amongst us. You know? Hey, just let me do a little, you know what I mean? You all see what I'm rocking, right? You all see what I'm rocking? You know, this is the original royalty right here, son. See the full thing, like, yo, you know if it didn't fly, I ain't rocking it. That is what y'all don't want time. This is original royalty and it's fly. So yo, if you brothers, you wanna look fly, you already know what time it is, okay? You ain't gonna find stuff like this in the world, man, you know? So you brothers and sisters, you brothers get some sisters. You brothers, you all wanna look fly. You wanna look fly when you all step out is like, yo, you know, you wanna get your Israelite fashion on, yo, hit up original royalty, man. Okay? Yeah, co-signed by Deacon Malafire, you know? I got the fire jacket on tonight, okay? You already know. Hey, so check it, right? No, we love style, man. That's what I can tell you. I love style. I love ancient. You know what I mean? I like the ancient look. I like them kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I love the old look. You know, I love the old style. I love the unique style of our
with this mask, but we are covering the M72B1 RPK from Zastava Arms. We'll call it Serbian for right now, but it is a Yugoslav design, a very similar design to the Russian RPK, but there's some cool distinct differences. Of course, you saw in the intro, this is the Texas Triggers FRT for AK platform rifles. So if you've been watching the channel, you probably saw my Polish battle video, which I used the Texas Trigger battle specific FRT, which is a little bit different than this one. But this one is a standard pattern AK FRT that works in most AKs. Zastava didn't send this to me. This was actually sent to me by Texas Triggers themselves. So huge shout out to those guys. So before we get into the overview of this gun and kind of how it is to shoot, I got to thank the channel sponsor, and that is Atrius Development Group. Atrius Development Group makes the F.
Damn, that thing was flying, man. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, it's that is what this is, let your light shine. That's what we're talking about. Even though you just have to kill yourself, you understand? You know, so, hey, man, those of y'all say we fly, man. Yo.
Come on!
Oh, somebody gave me this shit, too. I don't know who gave me this shit. Very simple. You got the, my brother was selling that. Take a look. The real right here, that's the interfaces. Got the more expensive, but grams we want to demonstrate. You know, from the medieval times, you know what I mean? A little bit tougher. Yeah. So, anyways, let me get into the topic. Okay? No. Leaven. bitterness. Leaven, the root of bitterness. Now, I want you to go to Exodus 13. Read verse 3, then jump to verse 6.
Check. Exodus chapter 13 and verse 3.
Let's go!
And Moses said unto the people, remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage. For by strength of hand the Lord brought you out from this place.
So by strength of hand the Lord brought us out of Egypt. Meaning the Most High wasn't playing. He flexed his strength. He flexed his power when he was delivering us out of Egypt. Okay, keep on reading.
There shall no leavened bread be eaten.
So when he brought us out, he says, there shall no leavened bread be eaten. No bread with leaven. That's why we are celebrating what? The days of unleavened bread. Okay, no leavened bread should be eaten. Some of your
Alright, listen carefully, because what I'm about to show you might completely change the way you look at trading. Forever. Alright, now let's lock in, because this is where things start to click. So first, what exactly is a moving average? By definition, a moving average is an indicator that you place directly on your chart. And what it does is it smooths out price. It filters out all the noise, all the random spikes, all the messy fluctuations, so you can actually see the real movement of the market. Think about it like this.
You got it. Them kids. Today we're doing a humongous state challenge.
But rhythm, the moving average, it pulls that up and shows you the true direction of the movement. Now listen, don't overthink that part, seriously. Because the way we're about to use the moving average
7 days
is
thou
way
shalt
more
eat
important
unleavened
than
bread,
textbook definition.
and in the 7th
and
day
here's something
shall
you need
be
to
a feast to the
understand.
Lord.
Every professional trader out there, they know exactly how to use this indicator properly. Not casually, not randomly, but with precision.
Unleavened bread shall be eaten
so
7
here's
days.
what we're using in this strategy. A very specific type of moving average called the
And there
exponential
shall
moving
no
average
leavened bread
with a
be
length of
seen
50.
with thee.
That means EMA 50. So right now, I want you to actually do this with me. Open your charting platform, whatever you're using, go to your indicators, search for
Neither shall
exponential
there
moving
be
average, add
leaven
it to
seen
your
with
chart,
thee in all thy
and set the length
quarters.
to 50. Done. Now, your chart should have that smooth line running through price. And this is where things get serious.
And thou shalt
Because
show
this
thy
next
son
part,
in
this
that
is
day,
critical.
saying,
You have
this
to
is done
understand this
because
if you don't want to trade like a beginner. Professional traders, listen carefully, they never use the moving average alone.
Verse 8,
Never.
and thou
They
shalt
don't
show
rely
thy
on it
son
by
in
itself
that
for
day,
analysis.
saying,
They don't
this
blindly
is
enter
done
trade just
because of
price
that which the
touches
Lord
it.
did
They don't
unto
treat
me
it
when
like
I
some
came
magical
forth
signal
out of
generator.
Egypt.
Instead,
And it shall be for a sign unto
they
thee
use the
upon thy
moving
hand,
average for one thing,
and for a
one thing
memorial
only,
between thine
confirmation.
eyes,
It's
that
there
the
to
Lord's
support
law
what
may
they've
be
already
in thy
identified
mouth. For
when
with a
analysing
strong
price
hand hath the
movement,
Lord brought
not
thee
to
out of
replace
Egypt.
their analysis, but to strengthen it. And once you truly understand that difference, that's when everything starts to shift. Now this right here is where everything starts to make no sense. So the question is, why are we even using the moving average in the first place? Let's break it down. Fast, clear and powerful. Reason number one, the moving average acts like confirmation of what kind of market you're actually in. Bullish, bearish, or just going nowhere. Now, bearish, or just going nowhere. Now watch this, because this is where most beginners get it wrong. When the EMA 50 is sloping downward and sitting above price, that's telling you something very important. That market, most likely bearish in a downtrend. Price is being pushed down and the EMA is acting like a ceiling. Now flip it. When the EMA 50 is sloping upward and sitting below price, that's a completely different story. Now you're looking at a bullish market, a clean uptrend where price is being supported from below. And now, this one is critical. When the EMA 50 goes flat and price is just bouncing above and below it, no direction, no momentum, that's a sideways market. Consolidation, choppy, messy, unpredictable.
And thou shalt show thy son in that day.
You already understand the condition of the entire market.
Say,
reason number two,
this is
where
done
it gets really
because
interesting. The moving average can signal a potential trend change. Watch this carefully. Imagine price is clearly in a downtrend, lower highs, lower lows, everything pushing down. Then suddenly price pushes up.
Because of that
and
which
breaks
the Lord
above
did
the moving
unto
average
me
line.
when I
That
came
moment,
forth out
that's
of
your signal that something is shifting. A potential transition from bearish to bullish. Now the exact same thing happens in reverse. If price is in a strong uptrend, then starts dropping and breaks below the moving average, that's your warning sign. The trend could be flipping from bullish to bearish. Same logic, different
Yes
direction.
and no.
Reason number 3, and this one
Yes
is where
and
traders start getting real
no.
entries. The moving average can act as dynamic support and resistance. Let me show you exactly what I mean. If price is in a bullish trend, moving up cleanly, and you see candlesticks forming above the EMA 50, that tells you price is respecting that
Thou
line
shalt
it's
show thy
threatening.
son in
But
that
EMA
day,
50 is
saying,
acting like
This
support.
is done
And when price
because
pulls
of
back,
that
comes
which the
down,
Lord
touches
did
that
unto
EMA,
me
and then bounces,
when I came
that
forth
reaction
out
right
of
there
Egypt.
can signal a continuation of the bullish move. Now, look at the opposite scenario. On this chart, price is moving the other way. We're in a bearish trend. Price is moving below the EMA 50, which means that line is now acting as resistance. So when price pushes up, taps into the EMA, and then gets rejected, drops back down, that reaction is telling you there's a strong chance the market will continue moving bearish. So after all of this, here's the most important thing you need to understand. This strong chance we're in a bearish trend. Price is moving below the EMA 50, which means that line is now acting as resistance. So when price pushes up, taps into the EMA, and then gets rejected, drops back down, that reaction is telling you there's a strong chance the market will continue moving bearish. So after all of this, here's the most important thing you need to understand. This is everything. We are not using the moving average as some kind of rule book. It's not law. It's not the signal generator you blindly follow. We use it as a lens, a way to read the market more clearly. Because again, we do not use the moving average by itself to enter trades. We combine it with price action and market structure to stack confluence and dramatically increase our trading accuracy. Alright, now we're stepping into the part that actually makes you money. Pay close attention, because this is where everything we talked about starts getting applied in real trading. So now, let's talk about how to actually use the EMA 50 inside your trading. We're not just talking theory anymore.
And thou shalt show thy son in that day, saying, This is done because
so here's
of
what
that.
we're doing. We're adding the EMA 50 to our chart, and now we're going to apply everything we just broke down. And in this strategy,
that
there are only
which the
2
Lord
ways
did
we use
unto
the EMA
me
50.
when I
Only
came
2.
forth out
No
of
confusion, no overload, just precision. 1, trading with the trend. 2, trading reverse. That's it. Let's start with the first one, trading the trend, and I'm telling you right now, this is one of the most trading approaches you will ever see. Not pretty good, not sometimes works. I mean, high probability, consistent, repeatable. If you actually follow every step, you cannot skip anything here. Every detail matters, because when you execute this properly, you start getting entries that feel like they're almost unfairly accurate. So let's break it down, step by step.
How
Right here,
long
we're
shall I
starting
bear
on the
with
daily
this
time frame.
evil
First thing you do,
So
you
when we came
identify
out
the
of
trend.
Egypt,
And in this case, it's crystal clear. Price is making higher highs and higher lows. That means only one thing. This is an uptrend. So what's your job? Simple. You trade with the trend, not against it.
Which
Next
murmur
step, now that
against
you know it's an uptrend,
I have
you
heard
need
the
to identify
murmurings of the
your
children of
support area.
Israel,
Look at the chart.
which they murmur
See those
against.
points where price drops,
Say
then
unto them,
reverses back up.
As truly
Those
as I live,
reactions,
saith
that's
the
your
Lord.
support zone for
As
me.
he has
But
spoken
here's
in
where it
my
gets
ears,
powerful.
so
What
will
makes
I
this
do
level
to
even
you.
stronger is that
Your
the EMF 50 is
carcasses
sitting
shall
right
fall
in
in
that
this
same
wilderness.
area.
I'm gonna
This
kill
is what
all
we
of
call
you.
confluence. Two factors,
Remember what he said,
same
this is
zone,
what the Lord
stacking
did
together,
unto us.
and that changes everything. Because now,
When he brought us
if
out
price
of
comes
Egypt,
back down into this area
Lord said,
and
all
shows
of you
signs
will
of
die.
bouncing, that
Keep
bounce
on
is
reading.
not random
And all
anymore.
that were
That is
numbered
a high
of
probability
and
reaction.
all that
And
were
if you take a
numbered
buy
of you
entry
will
from
die.
there,
Read on.
you're
according
not
to
just
your whole
guessing,
number.
you're
According to your
positioning
whole
yourself
number.
for a
Read
move
on.
where the
From
reward is
20
huge
years
and the risk
old
stays
and
tight.
upward.
That's the
From
game.
20
And trust
years
me, you do
old
not want
and
to miss
upward.
what I'm about
Once
to
you're
show
20
you.
years old and up,
Because
the Lord
this
said, I'm
next
killing you.
step is how you
All
start
of you
spotting those
all
high
gonna
probability
die.
bounces early. Now watch
Okay,
this.
keep on reading.
As
So if you
price
was an
starts
adult,
moving
you was
down, getting closer to that support EMA 50 zone, you don't just jump in. No, you wait and you ask one question. Is price going to react here? Is it going to bounce or not? Because what you're looking for is price action that shows rejection and a move back up. But before you make any decision, you zoom in, you drop to a lower time frame. This is critical. You go to either the 1 hour chart or the 4 hour chart. And in this strategy, I personally prefer the 1 hour time frame. Why? Because it gives you more detail, more clarity. You can actually see what the market is doing step by step. Now, before we go deeper, you need to understand something very important.
Which have murmured
Why are we
against
even analysing the bounce
doubtless
in the first
ye
place?
shall
Why
not
not just
come
enter
into the
immediately?
land.
So you shall not go into
Because
the land.
the
But
market
who went
doesn't
into the
always
land?
react the same way, and there
Everybody
are
what?
3 possible scenarios where price reaches
20 years
this
old
area.
and upward.
Scenario number 1, price comes into the zone and then just moves sideways. No direction, no clear movement, it's just consolidating.
Y'all
That means
understand?
the market is either confused or preparing for a
You
big
see what I'm
move.
saying?
And that move
You're
could be up
talking
or
about
down, you don't know
Israel.
yet. Scenario
It's
number
talking
2,
about them kids
price
that
doesn't hold,
years
keeps
old and
dropping,
under.
breaks below the support, breaks below the EMA 50, and continues down. Now that's a warning, because that could mean the trend is shifting from bullish to bearish, and to confirm that shift, we'll need
Y'all
to
understand? That's what took place in the wilderness.
Scenario number 3. This is the one
That's
we're
what
waiting
took place.
for.
Keep on
Price
reading.
comes
You know.
into the zone and then
Concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein. Save Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun.
So them Joshua and Caleb was the only 2 adults.
The market is trying to continue the existing bullish trend.
Make it
So, out of these 3
everyone
scenarios,
else that was
you don't
20
get, you
years
don't gamble,
old
you wait for confirmation. Specifically, you want confirmation
You understand? But
is
according
over.
to the law, when you 20 years up,
This is where we go even deeper, because now we move into the next level of analysis. We start zooming into the details, looking for even stronger confirmation inside that downward move as price approaches that key support area and the EMA 50 line. Alright, now we're about to connect everything together. And this is where it gets weird, so watch this carefully. We're going to place 2 charts side by side. On the left, you've got your daily time frame. On the right, you've got your 1 hour time frame.
Your little ones,
Same market,
which he said should be a break. Them will I
and this is
bring.
where things start to click fast. Right here on the daily chart, you've already marked your support level. Now look to the right. That exact same level is also showing up on the 1 hour chart. Same zone, same reaction point. But now,
everybody that was
on
20 years old and
you
up
can
was
see
killed.
what's
Why?
really
Because
happening inside that area. All the details, all the reactions, all the battle between buyers and sellers.
Them
And
will
look
I bring
closely
in,
here,
and they
on the
shall
1
know
hour
the
chart,
land
you can
which ye have
clearly see
despised.
multiple
And they shall
bounces
know the
happening
land
at that
which you,
support
the
level. Not
adults,
just one,
you know?
not 2,
But as for you,
but repeated
your
reactions.
carcasses,
And
they
then,
shall
this is
fall
where
in
it
the
gets
wilderness.
powerful.
All of y'all
Price
will
starts
die
forming a
in the
pattern,
wilderness.
a very
You know,
specific
Your
pattern,
children
one that
shall
professional
wander in
traders
the wilderness
immediately
40
recognize.
years.
And
This
the
is called a
children
triple
will be
bottom.
in the wilderness
Now,
40
now
years.
what is a
You
triple
know,
bottom?
And bear
Let's
your
break it down.
whoredoms.
and they gonna
Vastly
see
clear.
all
A triple bottom is a bullish
crap that you all
reversal.
been doing.
It forms at the end of a downtrend,
Okay,
and it
we
tells
don't.
you something
Until your
critical.
carcasses be
Sellers are
wasted
getting
in the
exhausted,
Until
and buyers
every
are
last one
stepping
of you
in.
all die.
You'll see 3 lows, almost at the
Every
same
last one of you
level. 3
wicked
attempts to
Israelites
push price lower,
You know,
and every
After the
single
number
time
of the
price gets
days in
rejected.
which he
That's not
searched the
random.
land,
That's
even 40
pressure
days,
building.
each
Then above
day
those
for a
lows,
year,
you've got a resistance
shall ye
line.
bear
That's
your
called the neckline.
iniquities,
And the
even
moment
40
price breaks
years,
that neckline,
and ye shall
that's
know
when
my
things
breach
explode,
of promise.
because that breakout confirms a shift from bearish to bullish. Now let's talk execution. Because this is where most people
everybody
mess
that
up.
amongst us.
First, you identify the pattern. You look for a downtrend followed by 3 clear lows. Second, you wait. You do not jump in early. You wait for the price to break above the neckline. That's your confirmation. Third, you enter. You take a buy position and breakout, or on a retest of that neckline after it breaks. And fourth,
Thou shalt
you
sow
protect
thy
yourself.
son
You place your stop loss
that
below
day,
the
saying,
support level.
This is done because
Key,
of that which the
simple,
Lord did unto
professional.
me.
Now
when
bring
I
it back
came
to our
forth
chart,
out
because
of
in this
Egypt.
case,
So you
we
showing
already
your
have
son,
the
who is that
triple
person
bottom,
that's
which
showing
means right
this,
now,
the son?
you're looking at
This
a
is what the
strong
Lord did
bullish
unto
signal,
me.
and then price breaks above the neckline. That breakout,
I came out of the land
that's
of
not just
Egypt.
movement. That's confirmation
So
that
when
buyers
he came out
have
of the
stepped
land
in,
of Egypt and he was in the wilderness,
they're
what
ready
did
to
the
push
Lord
the
did
market
to him?
higher. continuing the bullish trend that was already there. So at the moment, price breaks that neckline. We now have confirmation that the short-term downtrend is over and the bigger uptrend is about to continue. This is your moment. You enter a buy trade at the opening of the next candle.
All
no
the adults did not
no
make
second
it.
guessing, and don't
But
forget,
he made
your
it.
stop loss goes
Now
below
he
the
become
score
an adult,
always. And then,
he's in the land,
boom,
and he's
price
telling
shoots
his
up
son
fast,
why we
aggressive,
celebrate
exactly what we were waiting
peace
for.
of
You get a
unleavened
huge move
bread.
upward while your stop loss
Okay?
stays tight and controlled.
We celebrate
That's
it
high
because
reward,
the
low
Lord did
risk.
this to
That's
me.
the game. And this right here is one of the real reasons why professional traders
Okay? You'll see
consistently
that.
win. So understand this clearly. The most important part of this entire strategy is that every single entry happens after price reacts to a confidence
and it shall
area.
be for
That
a sign
combination of
unto
daily
thee
support and the EMA 50.
upon thine hand,
That's the foundation.
and for a
That's where
memorial
the edge
between
comes
thine
from.
eyes,
And
For
this
what you
is
could see,
the
we don't.
first trading method
that
you
the
must
Lord's
fully
law
understand.
may be
Because
in
once
thy
you
mouth.
master this,
Because
you can
the
apply it
Lord's
across
law
any
for
market
the
you trade,
God's
forex,
law to
stocks,
be in your
crypto,
mouth.
and it
Why
has the
are we
potential to
celebrating on
deliver
days of unleavened
maximum
bread?
returns.
And
All
why
right, let's
are
keep
we
going.
doing it?
All right,
It's a sign
lock in.
for
Because what
God
I'm about to
laws
show
to be
you,
in our-
this is
what's
where
the
everything
key God
starts to
laws?
click.
And
I'm going to
remember
break this
God
down
laws,
deeper,
which
way
be in our
deeper,
minds.
so you don't just kind
That's
of
what days
understand
of
this
unleavened
strategy.
bread really
You
represent.
master
That's what
the
it's saying
principles
here.
behind it. So no matter
Right?
what
Read
the market
on.
throws
But
at
with
you,
a
you
strong
can adapt,
hand,
But with a
react,
strong hand,
and
as the
execute
Lord
like a
brought
pro.
thee out of Egypt,
Now
You know,
listen carefully.
thou shalt
Right
therefore
here on
keep
the
this
daily
ordinance
time frame,
in
you
his
can
season
clearly
from
see the
year to
market is
year.
in a
So
strong
this is the
uptrend.
days of
Why?
unleavened bread.
Because price
Okay?
keeps printing
The
higher
days
highs
where the Lord
and
got
higher
the
lows.
leaven out of us.
That's it.
and
That's your
the
foundation.
You know,
So from
And it
this
shall
point
be
forward,
when the
because
Lord shall
market is
bring
bullish,
thee
your
into
job
the
is
land of
simple.
the
You
Canaanites.
only
okay,
look
so
for
from there,
buy
I
entries.
want you to go
That
to
means if
Exodus
price starts
12.
moving down, you do nothing. No sell, no deathing, no fighting.
Exodus chapter 12, verse
You are only
15.
allowed to sell. if
7
and
days
only
shall
if
ye
the market
eat
structure
unleavened
and the
bread.
50-period
Even
market
the first
confirm
day
the
ye
trend
shall
slip
put away
bearish.
leaven out of your
Until that
houses.
happens,
For whosoever
stay
eateth
locked in buy
leavened
mode.
bread from the first
Now,
day until the
here's
7th
where
day,
things get really
that
interesting.
soul shall
If
be
you want
cut
to buy
off from
entries that is
Israel.
not
That's
just
what?
good,
That soul,
high
That's what?
probability,
that
almost
soul,
unfair
That's what?
levels of accuracy.
soul
You need
shall
one
be
thing,
cut
a key
off
support
from
level.
Israel.
And remember, we already
No.
broke this down in detail in our previous video about key support and resistance. We talked about how to judge the quality of a level
7
based
days.
on how many confirmations it has. So let me simplify it for you.
7
Laser
days.
focus. A high quality key level has three things. First, price has reacted to that level multiple times. Not once, not twice, multiple reactions. Second, that level has acted as both support and resistance. That means the market respects it from both directions. And third, this is critical, that level has been recently respected. Meaning,
This right here.
it's still active, it's still valid, it's not some old dead zone. Now in this example, look right here, this area is what we call the neck hollow. It's formed from a triple bottom trend. And what does that mean? It means this level
You
is still
understand?
being
That's
respected by the
domination. When it
market
says that
right now.
soul shall be
This
cut
area
off.
right here, that's
It's
your
talking
core
about
support area. And here's the crazy
being
part,
dead.
it's not just formed on the daily time frame,
Condemnation.
but the market is still reacting
So
to it
11
over
years
and
does
over
not
again,
necessarily
following that
mean
triple bottom structure. So now you've got all three confirmations stacked together, and this is exactly why this level becomes extremely powerful. You have to understand this. These three factors are not optional, they are everything. Because when they come together, they create a level that the market respects. A level where big moves are born. Now, this is what we call a high confidence zone. This is where you pay very close attention, because now you're not getting any, you're waiting for price to show its hand.
And offer a sacrifice of thanksgiving with
We are
leaven,
waiting for price
and
to
proclaim
break
and
above the
publish
neckline.
publish
That
the free
breakout
offering.
is your signal.
For
That
this
is the moment
liketh
the
you,
market
O ye
tells
children of
hey,
Israel.
I'm done
So
going
God
down,
says
I'm ready
we
to
will-
continue the bullish trend.
We would
And the second that happens, you execute the buy. Because after a breakout like this, based on daily time frame analysis, there is a very high probability that price will explode upwards. Now look at this, it will drop down to the 1 hour chart, and suddenly everything becomes crystal clear. This lower time frame confirms your entire higher time frame analysis. You can literally see that the short-term downtrend is over, and the bigger bullish trend is ready to continue.
And offer a
And here's the
sacrifice
other
of
way.
thanksgiving with
By
leaven,
using the 1
and
hour
proclaim
time
and
frame for
publish the
entry,
free
you're getting
offerings.
early.
For
That
this
means
liketh
our
you,
stop
O
loss is very tight,
O ye children
very
of
small
Israel.
risk, but your target based on the daily chart It's massive, small risk, huge reward. That's the game. Now let's move on to the next level. Strategy number 2, reversal trading. Before we go any further, listen, if you're enjoying the fact that we're dropping videos more, smash that like button right now and drop a comment below. Do it now, because this right here, it helps all of us level up together. Alright, now focus. In this case, on this chart, on the daily time frame, look closely. You have a trend line drawn right here. And what do we see? A clean, powerful uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows, over and over again. Price climbing like a machine, and right underneath it, the 50-period EMA sloping up, acting like dynamic support, hugging the price from below. Yes, you already know this is a valid bullish trend. No confusion, no hesitation. But then everything changes. Price suddenly drops, and boom, it breaks below the trend line and the 50 EMA. This right here is your first warning sign. This is not the trend reversal yet. Hey, something is about to change. And this is where most beginners get wrecked. They see the break and instantly jump into a sell. Wrong move. Because this break, it's only an early signal, not confirmation. You still need more confirmation before risking your money. So the question is, what do you do after the trend line and the 50 EMA get broken? Simple. You do exactly what we did in the buy example earlier. Same logic, just flip. Now you shift your mindset. You start with the market from a bearish perspective. But, and this is critical, you still do not enter a sell yet. Why? Because there is no confluence here. And this strategy, it only takes trades with high probability setups. We're not gambling. We're hunting setups where it feels like, if I enter here, this trade is almost guaranteed to go in my favor. That's the level.
And after 7 days, after what? 7 days, the world that yet awakens not shall be raised up.
For areas where price reacts, rejects, turns around. Now look right here. What makes this level powerful, what makes it special, is that 50 EMA is sitting right on that resistance. That's your confidence, that's your battlefield. This means if price comes back up into this zone where resistance meets 50 EMA, and then shows signs of rejection. That rejection is not random. That is a probability rejection. And if you enter a sell there, you're positioning yourself for a big move down with a tiny stop loss. That's the game. That's the edge. And you cannot skip the next step I'm about to show you, because this is where the real confirmation happens. Now watch this. As price approaches this area, you don't just blindly enter. No, you zoom in, you drop to a lower time frame. You analyse the price action in detail. You can use the 1 hour or the 4 hour chart, but personally, I love the 1 hour. Why? Because it gives you sharper, clearer, more precise clues about what the market is really doing. Now here's the big question. Why do we even need to analyse the reaction at this level? Because the market does not always behave the same way. At this confluence zone, 3 things can happen. First, price can just move sideways, chop, consolidate. No clear direction. That means the market is preparing for a big move, but we don't know which direction. Second, price could break up, blasting through resistance.
That's what it's really going into. Keep reading that for me again, brethren.
And after 7 days, the world that yet awaketh not shall be raised up, and that shall die, that is corrupt. And the earth that shall die, that is corrupt.
That's what we read in Exodus.
Continue the bearish trend that already started on the daily time frame. So out of these 3 scenarios, you need confirmation that the short-term uptrend is over. And this is where we go deeper. Now we level up the analysis. Let's put the daily chart and the 1 hour chart side by side. On the left, you've got your daily time frame. On the right, you've got 1 hour. This right
after
here
7
is daily
days,
resistance.
the world that yet awaketh not shall be raised up, and that shall die. That is that is corrupt. And the earth shall restore those that are asleep in her.
And the earth shall, that's everybody coming back, the righteous coming back.
Professional traders
You all understand?
love the head and shoulders. Let's break it down fast.
Okay, so
This
these
pattern
will
is
be
one of the
that
most
we have never read
reliable
7 days.
bearish reversal signals
7
out there. It has
days
3
is
peaks:
what?
left shoulder,
Getting
then a higher
ourselves
peak
together.
called the head, and then a lower peak, the right shoulder.
Where we are not
And underneath
eating
all of that,
level, we are
a support
fighting
line called the
and not
neckline.
taking back in the level.
So what
It's the same
happens
thing
next?
what we came out
When
of the
price
wilderness.
breaks below that neckline, that's it. That's the confirmation. That's when sellers step in aggressively. That's when the market says, we're done going up, it's time to drop.
Lord purged that level.
So now you've got everything aligned.
Guess
You've
what?
got the
Same thing
bearish
will happen
context
again
from
in
the
the
daily.
future. Let me get
You've
that
got the
in,
confidence that
first let
resistance
me get
plus 50
Romans
EMA,
web course
and
and
now
we'll be
you've got to
like
confirm head and shoulders breakdown. This is your moment. The second price breaks the neckline, you enter sell on the next candle open, no hesitation. And don't forget, place your stop loss above the right shoulder, control your risk, protect your capital, and then price drops fast, clean, powerful, aggressive move down. You catch a huge profit while risking very little. This is
First
one of the
Corinthians
core
chapter
secrets
10.
of how professional traders win. They don't
First Corinthians
guess,
chapter
they
10 verse
wait.
1.
They wait
Moreover,
for
brethren,
confidence,
I
they
would
wait
not that ye should be
confirmation, then they
ignorant
strike.
how that
And
all our
understand
fathers
this,
were under the
most
cloud,
important part of
and
this
all
entire
passed through the
strategy
sea,
is that
and were
every
all
entry happens
baptized
after
unto
price
Moses in the
reacts
cloud
with
and in the sea.
We were baptized by
EMA
Moses in the
on the
cloud
daily
and in the
time
sea.
frame.
You know,
That's the
and then all
foundation.
eat
That's
the
when it
same.
says we was baptized, meaning Moses
second
taught us the laws.
trading method that you
Okay, we don't.
absolutely
And then all
need to
eat the
master.
same
I'm not
spiritual
talking
meat.
about
And then
understand. I'm
all
talking
drink
about
the same
really
spiritual
understanding.
drink.
To
For
the
they
point where
drink
you
of
can
that
see it
spiritual rock
instantly on the
that
chart
followed
without
them.
even
And
thinking.
that rock was
Because
Christ.
once
That
you
was
do,
Christ that was
this
following
method can
us.
give you maximum
Understand?
across
We don't.
any
That
market you trade, forex,
power that
stocks,
was
crypto, it
willingness
doesn't
with us,
matter.
that was Christ.
Same logic, same
Speaking
urge,
on the
same
behalf of
opportunity.
God. We don't.
So
Verse
lock
5.
this in because this
But with many
might
of them,
be one of the
God
most
was
powerful
not
tools
well
you'll
pleased.
ever
God
add
was not
to your
pleased with
trading
our
arsenal.
people. Now, when you read the scripture, I'm
So
touching
right
it early
now,
on.
after
God
everything I've
killed
shown you in this video,
everyone
every
20
setup,
years
every
old and up.
example, every break,
20 years old
and
and
the
up. And just the kids he allowed to enter into the will, into the kingdom, into the promised land. Keep on reading.
For they were overthrown in the wilderness. Now these things were our examples.
So these things is for our examples. Okay? That's what?
To the intent we should not lust after evil things.
So when you read about the Exodus and the things that happened to our forefathers in the wilderness, is an example for us not to be like them. You got to read and see the things that they did and be like, I can't do that. They were murmuring, they was fornicating, they was trying to overthrow Moses. We can't be like that. You got to be like, I don't want to be like that. I got to train myself not to be like that. These things was for example. We don't.
That to the intent we should not lust after evil things, as they also lusted.
And what?
Neither be ye idolaters, as were some of them.
So you got some that was idol worshippers. Okay, so now check this. Why is Paul giving this example? I want you to go to Ezekiel 30.
Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 38. And I will purge out from among you the rebels.
No, start above.
Verse 35. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people.
And so this is a prophecy. According to the Lord, he's going to be going back in the wilderness. After that second Exodus, after the Lord delivers us from Egypt again, from this new Egypt, he's taking us back into the wilderness. You all understand? That's why Paul said, yo, don't be like our fathers. And these things is for an example. Why? Because we will be going back into the wilderness again. Okay? We're going back again. Keep on reading.
And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people.
You know?
And there will I plead with you face to face.
So the Lord will plead with us face to face. The same way how he pled with us in the wilderness the first time. Read on.
Like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt.
So the same way he pleaded with us in Egypt, he's going to do it again. In this second Exodus, when we are delivered from America, the Lord going to say, yo, you sisters, you see them there weaves, you get in here, yeah, you also wearing that stuff. You know? A lot of things you be doing here in America, God is gonna say, "Yo, stop that. Don't do that no more." The Lord gonna say, "You better don't say no Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday or none of that crap." A lot of the things that you all follow and do here in America, let me tell you something. It's wrong. A lot of things that we do